All right. Hello, it's me, Ajane, here again at Queen's Peace Palace. Um, Here with another video. We're going to be talking about ascension symptoms today, and we're going to be talking about a specific ascension symptom, um, vertigo, spiritual vertigo. And just to jump into it, just to not waste no time, because it is 4 in the morning over here in Atlanta, and I am suffering from another night of spiritual vertigo. So I decided I wanted to drop this video just in case there's anybody going through the same thing, or if there's anybody who is looking for more information. Because one thing I did notice is when I was looking at my own research to try to figure out what was going on with me, what am I experiencing, there wasn't a lot of information out there. So that lets me know that there is a need for more videos and more information about these specific symptoms, because everyone talks about the main ascension process, the tiredness and the dark night of the soul, and yada yada yada, all the other ascension symptoms that everybody usually goes through. But people rarely talk about the nitty gritty, the ones that will really have you ready to pull your hair out. Nobody really talks about those ones. So I wanted to talk about one of them just because it is so personal to me, because I am going through it currently. And usually I like to talk about things when I came out of it, when I've overcame it and I can look back and talk about it from experience. But I feel like this video is important to do even while I'm still going through it, and I might not know every in and out of what exactly is going on. I still feel like it's important to even put the basic information that I do know out, just because there was a lack of even that information. So, vertigo, on a non-spiritual level, just medical definition term for vertigo, is kind of like a dizzy spell. The sensation of feeling off balance, the sensation of feeling like your equilibrium is off, honestly. Dizzy, it could be lightweight dizzy, it could be lightweight nausea that's mixed with the dizziness, usually those are the symptoms that come with the vertigo, regular vertigo. Spiritual vertigo is basically the same concept. It's still, everybody's is different, but for the most part, it's still dizzy spells and the feeling of being off balance, and the world is like off the equator. That's how I felt. I literally felt like Earth was off its equator, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So, but from what I've learned so far, and I'm going to continue to do research, and I'll make more videos about it as I get more information. But what I've learned so far is spiritual vertigo is basically an ascension symptom that has to do with you accessing and reaching higher dimensions. As you enter and get closer and start reaching into these higher frequencies and these higher dimensions, and you start tapping into your higher consciousness and things like that, it's kind of like you're falling through different dimensions. It's the best way to describe it. So it's like you're going from let's just say a 5-dimensional reality or 5-dimensional realm, and then coming back down to Earth where we are here at the 3-dimensional realm, and then coming back. That constant up and down from dimensions as you start ascending, getting higher, and then whenever you come back to Earth, or not come back to Earth, but come back into your earthly vibration for whatever reason that you're back, that constant back and forth, it will cause the feeling of imbalance. It will cause the feeling of nausea, dizziness. because it's like your your energy bodies, your souls, and everything else is going, like I said, from different dimensions, coming back and forth between the whatever dimensions. You could be traveling all the way up to the highest dimensions, to, you know what I mean, back here to our 3D reality dimension. So it really does depend on your personal experience and what you're going through, but the basis is, it is kind of like when a diver goes and he dives into the ocean, he or she dives into the ocean, and they come up, and it's like that pressure that they feel when they're coming up from those deep levels of um, water, those deep pressure levels of water. It's like when you come up, you have to, you know, they have to go slowly because they can like burst something if they come up. If they ascend too high, they can, you know, hurt themselves. So it's kind of like that same feeling of coming back and forth between dimensions and between densities and between realities. It will give you that feeling, especially when you're in the process of breaking through to these dimensions. So you haven't even all the way accessed the full dimension, but you're just going from third dimension to fourth to fifth to sixth to seventh. When you're just breaking through the entryways of those dimensions, that is when spiritual vertigo, will be really intense and really overbearing. For some, everybody's different. Some people don't have an overbearing experience. Mine, I'm experiencing right now, is it's a little bit overbearing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I've been running off 2 hours of sleep for 3 weeks because every time it feels like I'm going to sleep, it almost feels like my soul is astral projecting out of my body. Like my soul is trying to leave my body as I'm entering that level of sleep. It's like when you're tired and, you know, okay, you're laying down and you're going from awake to sleep, that in between from awake to sleep, my body, or like my soul, it like feels like it's pulling out of my body and it like snaps me awake. So I haven't been able to go to sleep because every time I try to go to sleep, that's what's happening to me. And at first it was really scary. I'm not gonna lie. At first it was really like, to be honest, it still is a little like nerve wracking. You know what I mean? It's not so much scary, it's more nerve wracking just because it's like a feeling. It feels like you're gonna die. Like it feels like if you don't wake up, you're gonna die. Like it literally, to me personally, it's what it feels like. So, I know a lot of people don't talk about this, and this isn't something that is a normal ascension process that people are gonna talk and make their blog and YouTube videos and all that about, because I'm not going to say because I really don't know why. I don't know if this only happens to a certain collective of people or if it's just people aren't talking about it because they feel so weird about it. But I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'm going to talk about it because I know I can't be the only one going through it. I know I'm unique, but I'm not that unique. And I know that someone else out here is experiencing what I'm experiencing. So I want to make sure I make a video about it so that I can connect with those people and those people can connect with me and we can maybe talk to each other. Share experiences with each other, share coping mechanisms with each other. How do we get through this? You know what I mean? So that's more of the process, or that's more of the point of me making this video. Is just to bring awareness to it, just to let people know that they're not crazy, that they're not the only one going through it. If you are going through the same thing, know that there's more things at play than what you physically see right now. You know, not everything. I'm gonna say 80% of what's going on right now physically has nothing to do with the physical world. You know, so just keep that in your mind, keep that in your mental, so that when you're going through these things or feeling these things, going through these experiences, dealing with people or dealing with anybody or dealing with yourself just in general, and it's something that you can't really explain because there's no physical explanation for it. It's probably because there's no physical explanation for it. Well, there is a physical explanation for it, but you know, it's like more like it's on a spiritual level. It's a spiritual based situation, so it needs to be handled on a spiritual base. So vertigo is something I've been dealing with for the past 3 weeks. Every time I try to go to sleep, it feels like my soul's astral projecting out of my body before I even enter the realm of sleep. Because I know I astral project in my sleep. Excuse me, guys. I know I'm running off of 2 hours of sleep for 3 weeks, so bear with me if I'm a little slurish or a little, flighty. Because yeah, just bear with me. But yeah, what was I saying? I really feel like this just needs to be talked about more. And I was gonna say, I know I astral project when I go to sleep. I know that, my soul travels as I sleep, as all of our souls travel as we sleep, and I'm aware of that. What I'm not aware and familiar with is that feeling happening while I'm awake, you know, while I'm still awake. Even if I'm still going from sleep to, or even if I'm going from awake to sleep, you know what I mean? Even still being awake and feeling that feeling of it, like my soul, like trying to come out of my body, it is enough to keep me up at night. For one, it's enough to keep me up at night, and um, it's enough to let me know that there's something going on at play. The people, the chosen ones, the people who are going to ascend and help bring in this new earth, this new reality, this new world that we're going to be living in this old world, this old demonic, devilish, low vibrational world that we're living in right now is coming to an end, and it's gonna hit a head soon. It's gonna hit a head soon, and when that head comes, is when the real spiritual welfare is gonna start. It's already starting, actually. It's been starting, but it's gonna be a lot more obvious to even the unawakened that there's something going on. You know what I mean? Because yeah, we're headed to that point, and the people that are chosen, the people who are going to be the leaders of this new world, the new high vibrational, unconditional love filled God, Christ energy, consciousness, those people who are chosen to help bring in that new world, now is the time for us to be going through the stuff that we're going through. All these ascension symptoms and all these ears. Another thing, my ear has been popping. Like, I've been having my ear ring for a while now. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's a big sign of not a big sign, but I know that's my clairaudience coming through and, trying to break through and get all the way integrated in my system. But now I feel like I don't know if I've reached a new level, or I know I've reached a new level because I've been doing more things, but with my clairaudience. But I guess that's just a physical manifestation of me knowing that I've reached a new level, because it went from my ears just ringing, doing that high pitched frequency that I'm sure everybody's at least experienced at least once, especially if you're watching this video. The ear ringing, but now it turned into like a pop in my ear. I had one earlier today that was so loud and so really pop in my ear that I jumped. You know what I mean? Like, it made me flinch. Like something was in my ear popping. You know what I mean? Like, it was the craziest shit. So I'm just going through a lot of things, and I feel like a lot of us are. And whether we're talking about it or not, the ones who are chosen, the ones who are going to ascend and help bring in this new world, this new level, this new high energy onto this earth. Our time is now. The ascension process that we're going through it starts now. Well, it been started, but you're gonna really start seeing the physical manifestations of it now, because of how close we're getting to this head, the head, these old structures, this foundation, this old world, these old rules that we're going and living by. All of this is coming down. All of this is on its way out, you know, and there's going to be a new, better, spiritual based, um, higher vibration, energy based life and way of living that's going to be implemented onto Earth. And the people who aren't with that and who aren't in agreement with that, they're going to die out and phase out with this old world. So that's why it's going to be a lot of chaos happening soon. I don't know when. I'm not going to act like I know when, but I feel it and I know it and I'm hearing it. So it's like, I just want y'all to know that you guys are not alone. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you are experiencing what I'm talking about, please leave a comment. Please share your experience with me. Let me know. I'm going to be looking and watching. I'll be responsive to all comments just because I want to know what other people are going through, especially right now, because I know right now I'm going through something intense. So if I'm going through something intense, I know that there's other people going through something intense and they could be going through the same thing or they could be going through other kind of intense stuff. And I would like for us to know, I would like for us to have a sense of community so that we don't feel like we're going through this alone. We don't feel like that we don't have anybody to talk to who will understand us, or we don't have to feel like we are we're crazy, you know what I mean? Or nobody understands what we're going through, you know what I mean? Because there's people who understand what we're going through. We just have to make an effort to connect and find those people and form that sense of community with each other so that we can lean and rely on each other for comfort and perseverance, you know what I mean? So I just want to talk about that, get that off my chest. I've been the amount of knowledge I've been downloading lately is also, I think, another reason why I haven't been able to sleep, just because it's a lot and it's taken my body a lot to really process everything that I'm processing, you know? And yeah, so I'm gonna cut this short though. I want y'all to know that you guys are not alone. We're in this together. We are the chosen ones, and we're gonna wrap this bitch up, throw it out, and bring in our new foundation, our new beautiful world, our new beautiful way of life, everything. But first, we gotta wrap this shit up. And when we wrap this shit up that we got going on right now, that's gonna be tragic. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be hellish. So make sure y'all out here protected. Make sure y'all tapping in with y'all spirit guides and y'all ancestors and your angels, whoever, you know what I mean, you personally feel connected to. Make sure y'all tapping in with them and showing them love and appreciation so that they can continue to have the energy to protect you out here. Not only do you need physical protection as far as guns and whatever else, you know, you use to protect yourself, but you need spiritual protection as well. Make sure you guys are lighting your white candles and purifying your energy. You can burn a black candle for protection as well if you would like. White candles are good for purifying, so purifying your space, your home, your energy, your field. Black candles are good for protection, but it's all about intent. So if you can't find a black candle, it doesn't matter what kind of candle. As long as you make the intention for this candle to protect you, that's what it's going to do. So just make sure y'all stay safe out here. Y'all stay protected. I love you guys. This is the one episode of Queen's Peace Palace. To the top we go. One of many. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. Stay smart. Stay wise. See through the illusion. See through the illusion. See through the illusion. See through the illusion. Make sure y'all can see through the illusion. I'm going to say that 4 or 5 times because that's the biggest thing right now. The illusions are at an all-time high right now. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing is what it seems right now. So make sure y'all got y'all third eyes open and that y'all conscious and y'all not being naive and y'all looking at shit from not just what you can physically see, but what you know. Trust your gut. because your gut's gonna tell you it all. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Had to drop this on y'all because y'all deserve it. Bye.